Is it over?
Karja. Adol. Thank you.
Mom?
Elena. Could it be that her resolve materialized into those shackles through...
Her own doing, yes. By way of the world-forging gift all humans innately possess. There is yet more to her strength of will and mind. In weaving a bond between Karja and Adol, it served as a major guiding force toward this outcome.
It just goes to show. Our journey found support in all shapes and sizes. Adol! Your sword!
That sword was also your latent power. A manifestation of the potential residing in each of you. With its purpose now fulfilled, it has returned to its proper place. For so long, I have bided my time for those who could lay me low. Humans are weak, but it is for this reason that they are yet capable of much and more. Where once I regarded this quality with contempt, in the end, I do so in admiration.
Gramps.
Well, Adol, what say we conclude by revealing the answer? The contents of that emptied chest were my greatest treasure. I trust that you recall my saying this as well as the riddle I posed.
I think my biggest issue with this guy being Rolo is that it's too obvious. Like, as you get further in the game, I think it just becomes like, oh, obviously he's Rolo. I think it's just too obvious. Whatever, of course I do.
That sword you were wielding, the Heimskringla, embodied your respective potentials. My greatest treasure is none other than you. You are the promise this world holds.
Rolo.
Oh. It would appear that they've finally come to whisk this old man away. The time we spent on this isle together, Adol, was nothing short of irreplaceable. And Karja, I've caused you such hardship.
Gramps.
That just feels so awkward.
Well, naturally. I'm already 100 and... what was it again?
143 years old, my love.
Ah, yes. How could I forget? Fret not, even should we part. Our bonds endure.
Are you all right?
Thank you, Leela, for letting me make the best of my life. At last, I will see for myself what wonders await in Valhalla. Adol, Karja, remember these words well.
Give Freya my regards
Humans
if you're going to
can
Valhalla.
forge the world. Of this much, I am certain.
Rolo? My dearest.
think Leela's neat. I don't hate her. I don't really, like, love her. I think she's, like, pretty neat. This could have hit a lot better, though. Chapter 10's end, though. We do have an epilogue. Norman's Lost Paradise, or Paradise Lost. Several days later. I don't know how much of the game is left, but I'm under 2 hours. I don't want to end stream. I'm probably going to need to play something else.
If you please.
Everyone being in a Norman outfit is neat. I feel so out of place, though.
Great King Rollo, founder of Norgard, go with the love and grace of the gods.
The gods, huh? Makes you wonder how Rollo felt about being at their mercy.
Not too thrilled if I had to guess, but from what I gather, the man lived a life worth commemorating. Valkyria, guide his majesty to Walhalla, to Har's hallowed halls.
Never had much chance to talk with the old-timer. But he was incredible through and through.
Was he, though? I should know I talked to him a lot more than you.
Adol, Karja, no turn of phrase could ever express the depth of my gratitude. But even still, I thank you deeply. The memory of his parting smile is one I will forever hold. That we could arrive at this closure is more than I dared hope.
Wasn't nearly enough to pay back what he's done for us, if you ask me. But on a lighter note, what's next for you, Leela?
That is yet to be decided. My simple wish is to continue keeping vigil over these lands he sought to preserve. The only question is what form that endeavor should take. Incidentally, Adol, you'll be departing soon after this, yes? Are you alright with that, Karja?
I'll admit, I considered trying to hold him up at first. But the thing is, it takes awareness to grow as a person, and you can't be aware of much unless you take the steps to learn more. Now I know that adventures are something Adol just can't go without, so I don't think tying him down will do him any favors. Not being joined at the wrist anymore will take some adjusting to, but I think this is what my mom was getting at when she let us out of her cuffs.
By that token, one could see this as your liberation as well. Now is your chance to take life by the reins, as Ilena might say.
Yeah, that's why I'm working out some plans of my own.
I see. More farewells are coming down the line, then.
Aye. But let's not start a pity party about it. Well, Adol, you're headed to Carnac first, right? Let me give you a ride. I've got some business there myself.
I forgot Karja is a blonde, by the way, because I've had this hair color for so long. What's up, Raptor? Welcome. Epilogue, to each their own future. Are they gonna let us talk to everyone like they do in Ys 8 and 9? They let you move around. I mean, in Ys 8 you have
the townsfolk's efforts. They've still got a ways to go on rebuilding.
In Ys 8 you have a boss, depending if you got the true ending or not. In 9, I think you just got the roam around Balduke. Surely they're not gonna have another boss, because they concluded everything. It's probably just gonna be a little, probably just gonna be talking to everyone. I'm sure they can handle it.
Yeah. This is nothing compared to what they've already accomplished. It shouldn't be long before the passenger liner makes port. Best you join up with Dogi and Dr. Flare and shove off.
Yeah, I'll say goodbye to people. We got time.
That's so. Well, how's this then? Ditch the liner, and I'll take you as close to your destination as I can on the Sandras. That way, you won't have to keep to any schedules. Look, I'm the one offering, so don't think twice about it. Now get a move on, will ya? I'll be right here waiting.
I at least want to talk to, like, some of my favorites. Like, the characters I care about. we'll do a bit of rounds. We may not talk to literally everyone. I want to, like, find Gren and Cruz and Rosa and Mirabelle. Rafe as well. Or this is Mandy. I don't really care about Mandy. The fight was awesome. I'm going to talk more about it in the credits, but my word, it was amazing. Fantastic. Oh, I have to talk to Cruz. Or maybe they're just... I probably only have to talk to some people. Oh, Adol, is Rolo's funeral over? Yeah, it was beautiful. I wish you could have been there too, but there's no getting around tradition on that one. By the way, I asked Over if he would make me his official apprentice. He refused, said trying to juggle shipwriting and merchant work at the same time would be an insult to the craft. Of course he did. Yeah, it's just how Over is, but that doesn't mean I'm giving up. I'll show him that I can be a proper shipwright and support the trading company. Of course, none of this means anything unless I manage to get Over's approval. I'm impressed, Cruz. What can I say? This is the approach that feels right to me. It's another one of the many things we get on our journey, you know? Not to say we didn't lose a lot too, I mean just take a look at the town. But in 5, maybe 10 years, I'm hoping we'll be able to look back on this and smile. In order to do that, I can't afford to lie to myself about who I am anymore. So thanks, Adol, for giving me the push I needed. Have a safe journey, give my regards to Dogi and Dr. Flare too. Okay then, guess I better figure out how I'm gonna win Over. Actually trying to convince him with words will only make him more obstinate, huh? My best bet might be just to push my way into the shipyard and stand my ground in silence. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, it seems the characters I want to talk to are mandatory, which is nice. Thanks for everything you've done, Dr. Flare. No, it is I who should be thanking you. This has been quite the edifying experience. I learned many a lesson from you as well, Dr. Azrad. And don't be ridiculous, you only got to see my bad side this entire time, no doubt. I can vouch for that. Things are sure to stay busy for a while longer, but the two of us will do our best to manage. Of course, we'll always uphold the guiding principle of the Azrad Clinic to treat you all. I wish you every success. Oh, hello, Adol. That was rather quick. Is your business on Balta Island finished? Pretty much. I suppose we ought to depart before long. We owe you and Dr. Flare in every way I can think of, Adol. And not just me and my father, either. The same goes for the people of Carnac, the princess, and everyone on Balta Island. It might not have been on purpose, but you brought us all together and pointed our way forward. Your adventures do seem to have a way of benefiting those around you, Adol. Even if it was only by chance, people's lives were saved, that can only be a good thing, no? So much has happened, almost too much, you might say. But thanks to it all, Obelia Gulf feels like it's headed in a really positive direction. At the very least, the reconstruction efforts will give us more opportunities to collaborate with Balta Island than ever before. They're a lot more cooperative than they used to be. I have a hunch we could build a good relationship with them. At the end of the day, the Grieger were born from our own hearts. I mean, that's a pretty wild twist, gotta admit. I mean, it's kind of like generic and cliche, but neat, I guess. We'll have to do our best to ensure that never happens again. Anyway, we better not hold up Adol and Dr. Flare any longer, Mirabelle. Right, sorry about that. Traveling together with you has given me a treasure to last a lifetime, Adol. I promise to spend my days cherishing each thought and every feeling our journey inspired in me. So take care of yourself, Adol. I'll be praying for your safe travels. Once Dr. Flare leaves, my father will be the only physician in town again. I guess that means I'll have to make sure he cuts back on the fishing for a while. Good luck with that. I assume this is like, these are all the crewmates that like matter, basically. Yeah, there's Gren over there. Yogi, of course. Oh, look at all these cards. Oh, where's Ashley? We gotta talk to Ashley. I thought Ashley was pretty neat. I don't think they gave Ashley a good enough conclusion, because I never even got his affinity increased. Okay, there is someone over here too. This is Rafe. So you're leaving then. Sorry, I planned on staying a bit to help out with the reconstruction at first, but I figured if I was hitting the road either way, I'd better do it sooner rather than later. Plus, it'll be easier on you if your idiot of a son got out of your hair already. Don't be stupid. I'll obviously be lonely here without you. Still, don't let me hold you back, not after you finally got your freedom. The Forbidden Lands? Was it a dungeon or a quick straight path? No, it was a dungeon. The Forbidden Lands probably took me like an hour. It was pretty short, though. Which, I didn't really mind. I'm going to talk about it more in the credits, basically, on how I feel about that, but Final Dungeon felt a little anticlimactic, I guess. I wish there were a few more bosses and things in your way. The Forbidden Lands felt more of like a precursor to a Final Dungeon. Just promise you'll return someday, no matter what anyone says this is your home. Yeah, I hear you. You're just about ready to set out, right, Adol? I'm thinking about leaving today myself. Don't go playing dumb now. The mercenary band I joined up with sent word asking me to come back. Seems the war along the borders isn't gonna go too hot right now. The fact I'm even getting called on means that I'm needed. Now that Obelia golf's at peace again, I don't have any hang-ups about leaving. Yeah, maybe fate will cross our paths together again somewhere. In the end, I'd say my time with the Sanjets turned out to be pretty fulfilling. Guess I owe you guys some thanks for that. Take care of yourself, Adol. All the best. What'd that say? Planning on setting out pretty soon. We'll be heading the same direction. I'm not sure if I want to walk it or stow away. Decisions. Rafe is also pretty cool. Yeah, the Forbidden Lands was a little anticlimactic. It looked nice, but it didn't really feel like a final dungeon. It felt like more of like, hey, this is the lead up to a final dungeon. It kind of felt a little underwhelming. Or I at least wish we had some bosses. It was just like enemies and treasures. Ashley, your hat's off. They never made anything of this. They made such a big deal when Ashley took his hat off. And like, oh, he's got long hair. But like, what was the point of that? I really feel like, we'll talk about it in the credits, but I feel like I missed some stuff. Because I never even got your affinity up, right? Right? Your affinity stayed at 1. Planning on going a little expedition. I'm gonna hop on the passenger ship and observe the sea life in places a bit further out from here. Don't get the wrong idea, sailing around together just made me a little interested is all. Anyway, take care of sitting out on your next trip or whatever. I wonder what kind of sea life there will be outside of Obelia Golf. I'm looking forward to it. I really feel like I missed something with Ashley, because I didn't even get his affinity increase, and I did all of his side quests. Or at least the ones I saw. By the way, yeah, I'm not talking to literally everyone, because I don't care about, like, half of these crewmates. I'll just get that part out of the way now. I care, like, some of them I care about more than others. Basically, the ones that the game is making me talk to, I care about, essentially. And Ashley, a little bit. Everyone else, not really. Why the change of hairstyle for Adol and Karja? It's an outfit. You get an outfit for Adol and Karja? You get an outfit for Adol and Karja that changes their hairstyle and their outfit. Basically. Hey, if it isn't Adol, today's the day you sit out, right? It's gonna be lonely around here without you, man. I'm gonna miss you guys. You sure about that? Aren't you just itching to get out there and find your next adventure? By the way, Leela told me something interesting. Remember how Rosa was able to recreate Carnac when she was a Grieger? That might have been thanks to a tiny scrap of power from the Sea King's throne still lingering in the Marine Triangle. Same logic applies to me being able to use mana on the Viewpoint Isle. Guess we were both drawing on that thing Rolo mentioned. You know, humanity's ability to forge the world around them? Pretty shocking. Right? It's crazy, isn't it? Anyhow, the important thing is to keep your mind on whatever it is you want. That's the real power of humanity, according to Rolo. So long as everyone wants it hard enough, this town will be put back together in no time. Sure it will. You don't have to sound so patronizing about it. Meh, whatever. Just gotta keep trying and believing, right? But seriously, come on back to Carnac someday, Adol. Believe me, by the time you do, it's gonna be bigger and better than ever. We can even go goof off at the hideout again. Oh yeah, the hideout from the very beginning of the game that got burnt down. Heck yeah, I'll hold you to that. Man, though, guess this'll be our last time chewing the fat, huh? Take care of yourself out there, okay? Eat your veggies, brush your teeth. Don't tell me what to do, Gran. Are you my mom? Or my dad all of a sudden? Say bye to Dogi and Dr. Flair for me too, yeah? I'll never forget you, my man. Not in a million years. Gran is probably... Nah, I don't think Gren's my... I think Cruz is my favorite. I mean, the crewmates I really like are Cruz, Gren, Mirabelle, and Rose are also really good, and Ashley's, like, pretty good. Rosa. Adol. Gren's up there, though. I really like Gren. I didn't realize you were back from Balta Island already. You'll be taking the next boat off the island today, right? Came to say goodbye. Oh, really? Well, thanks for making time. I was just thinking of putting on a soup kitchen and handing out food to everybody. How nice. By the way, I wanna acknowledge some stuff going on in chat. Ys 8 was fantastic. The final boss, this is my favorite final boss in the Ys franchise. I remember Ys 9's boss. I think Ys 9's final boss was... You fought like a Adol clone, and then you did like the crystal bit. That was fine and all. And then 8 had like Theos stay underground into Maya, the goddess of rebirth, which was good. But this is my favorite. Ys 10 has my favorite final boss in the franchise. I loved it. It was so fun. and it was thematic. The only thing I didn't like was the old man being Rolo, but what are you gonna do? If Rolo's funeral is over now, then Feely and the others will be coming to help with the reconstruction soon. Mom and Dad will, huh? Large tears begin to roll down Rose's cheeks. Huh? Oh, darn it. I told myself I was going to see you off with a smile no matter what. The fact that my family is safe, that I was able to make up with my sister, it's all because of you and Karja. That's why I don't want to let you go. I'll come back someday. No, I won't. I just have to tell her that. Really? Promise? You gotta stand her in again when you do, okay? We're gonna rebuild it even better than it was before. I'm gonna keep practicing so I can make tons and tons of delicious food for you. Haha, you better be or else it'll all be for nothing. Anyway, it's hard to say goodbye, but I don't want to hold you up. Take care of yourself, Adol. I'll never even forget. Anyway, we're gonna talk more about it in the credits. I want to get through all this dialogue. Won't be long before the passenger liner arrives, right? Want to see you off one last time before you leave. Sneak onto the harbor. She'll be a stowaway. Am I missing anyone? I talked to Cruz. I talked to Gren. I talked to Rosa. I talked to Mirabelle. And Ashley. I don't think I'm missing anyone. I don't think I really care about anyone else in this game that I didn't already talk to.